Hey everyone, it's your boy Kyle. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're kicking off with the Loki series, and I'm going to be reacting to episode 1 of Loki. I'm so excited. I feel like I'm going to really enjoy this series. I really like Loki as a character, so I'm really excited to delve more into Loki. I really enjoyed WandaVision and Falcon and Winter Soldier, so I'm going to like this series a lot as well. Just before we get started with this video, make sure you hit me up on Instagram and Twitter, see all my latest posts. And if you're interested in watching my uncut version or getting early access to my content, you can pop over to my Patreon. The link for my Patreon and my socials are linked in the comment section down below. And today's video is sponsored by Surfshark. Surfshark is my favorite company to use. I personally use it on my computer, my laptop, and my cell phone. And with a couple clicks of a button, I'm able to keep my identity very private and secure. In today's age, there is so many people trying to scrape your information and collect your data on you, so they can either market to you or get all your passwords, so then they have access to your email address, your online banking, your social media, or even your video game logins. So using a VPN service like Surfshark, you're able to keep your data very private and secure. I also use Surfshark to watch American Netflix, because as a Canadian, Netflix in Canada doesn't have as much selection than, America. So with a couple clicks of a button, I'm able to switch my IP address to somewhere like, say, Miami, Florida, and I'm able to watch American Netflix, which is awesome. Additionally, I know that some of my viewers are on the other side of the world, and my videos can be partially blocked in their countries, which means that my videos can't be seen in particular countries, and I don't have any control over that, unfortunately. So using a service like Surfshark, you're able to switch your IP address over to somewhere in North America, and then you're able to watch my videos with no restrictions, which is awesome. Surfshark is offering my audience 83% off plus 3 months free when you use the promo code called Stencell83. I will leave a link in the description box down below for you to check out. If you're interested in keeping your identity private and secure, I highly suggest you check them out. And without further ado, let's get to it. Ooh, New York. 2012. This is Avengers 1 era. Okay.
On my way down to coordinate search and rescue.
How do you keep your food shut?
Shut up.
Whoa!
I'll try to take the elevator.
Take the stairs. Yes. Stop.
Oh yeah, we saw this in Endgame. And we didn't know where Loki went to when he grabbed the Tesseract, but I guess we'll find out now.
Slice.
Loki's like, peace! Bye! It's gonna be cool to find out what he did. Because when that happened, we're like, where did he go? But now we'll get some answers. Oh, and it's green too. I remember them doing it purple for when they revealed Agatha and WandaVision. We really like that. Gobi Desert, Mongolia. Interesting. Interesting place. Wonder what the significance is that. Oh, we see the Tesseract portal. That might be Loki. Just lands. Hi. Loki got a haircut.
And I am burdened with glorious purpose.
She interrupts him. Who are you? Whoa. Whoa, who are those people?
Never mind.
Gotta go.
Appears to be a standard sequence violation.
Interesting.
I beg your pardon.
On behalf of the Time Variance Authority,
Time Variance Authority.
I hereby arrest you for crimes against the sacred timeline.
Huh.
Hands up. You're coming with us.
I'm sorry. Who's us?
Interesting.
Last chance variant.
Mind. This is actually your last chance.
Whoa! Interesting.
You're now moving at 1/16th speed,
Huh.
but feeling all that pain in real time.
Reset the timeline.
Oh. That's a cool contraption. Retest the timeline. Huh. Sorry, I had to pause it for a second. I just had a thought. So I remember, like, in, like, Doctor Strange, when Stephen Strange was using the Time Stone, and the guy was talking about, like, I forget his name, but he was talking about how, like, if he was kind of pissed at Stephen for using the Time Stone because when you alter, like, the natural way of things, it can kind of mess things up, and it's you know, I guess, like, illegal to do that. But we never actually saw any consequences of that happening. But now in Loki, we're seeing now that there is actually people that are actually looking out for people that are messing up with the timelines and coming up with, like, the variants, like with Loki or something else. And then that also brought to my attention of our discussion with, you know, Doctor Strange 2 with the multiverse, and how maybe these people might be part of Doctor Strange, because these, I forget, I just said it a couple minutes ago, but sometimes my mind, when I'm paying attention to too many details, I forget little things, but I think it's the Time Variant Authority, I believe that's what they're called. They are looking for people, like, trying to mess things up, so that's kind of interesting. I mean, I'm just speculating. I don't know the story or anything, and we don't know anything about Doctor Strange 2 a lot. But I just like how we get to see this, and, you know, basically there are people that are looking for these people that are messing things up with timeline sequences, because I know that they played around with time and an end game and all this stuff, but there wasn't any, like, specific consequences, in a sense, like, of, you know, other people hunting them down for messing up with timelines. I mean, there was consequences in Endgame, I realize that, but this kind of consequence of, you know, other people looking for them. And I want to know, maybe they have contraptions about people doing that, which is cool.
My dad is on the board of Goldman Sachs. What?
She's like, nope.
Hello, ma'am.
Log this as evidence.
I like how she's just casually giving me a Tesseract.
What it is?
Like, how does he not know it's a Tesseract?
Careful with it.
Sounds dumb.
It sounds dumb.
Those across me, there are deadly consequences.
It's fine, Asgardian leather.
Don't you know it's Asgardian leather? Oh my goodness. Just vaporized it. Whoa.
This is absurd.
Is that playing around? Oh my goodness. There's more trapdoors.
Please confirm to your knowledge that you are not a fully robotic being. We're born an organic creature and do in fact possess what many cultures would call a soul.
Do a lot of people not know if they're robots?
Thank you for your confirmation. Please move through.
You're not a robot.
What if I was a robot and I didn't know it?
The machine will melt you from the inside out. Please move along, sir.
Oh my goodness. Oh, it takes a picture of him, right?
What's that?
Your temporal aura.
Take a tab. It's like you're at the DMV or something. Take a ticket.
This is a mistake. I shouldn't be here.
Hi there. You're probably saying, this is a mistake. I shouldn't even be here.
What?
Welcome to the Time Variance Authority. I'm Miss Minutes. And
Miss
it's my
Minutes.
job to catch you up before you stand trial for your crimes.
I'm messing
So
up
let's
with
not
time.
waste another minute. Settle in, sharpen your pencils, and check this out. Long ago, there was a vast multiversal war. Countless unique timelines battled each other for supremacy, and the all-knowing timekeepers emerged, bringing peace by reorganizing the multiverse into a single timeline, the sacred timeline. But
Interesting.
sometimes people like you veer off the path the timekeepers created. We call those variants. Maybe you started an uprising, or were just late for work. Whatever it was, stepping off your path created a nexus event, which left unchecked could branch off into madness, leading to another multiversal war. You must stand trial for your offenses. So sit tight, and we'll get you in front of a judge in no time.
Timekeepers. The sacred timeline.
Who actually believes this bunkum?
Ticket, sir.
That guy didn't give me a ticket. I tried to ask for
Ticket,
one.
sir.
Buckethead. What? That's insane.
For visiting the TV.
Loki's like, oh my shit.
Let us know how we're doing.
I'm liking this theme and the concept of this series so far. France, 1549.
Was that when they arrived, somebody got the jump on them?
You think? Yeah, stab wounds look consistent with the others. And reset charge is gone. That we know of.
Wait, stand down!
Mon ami, il est imbécile.
Hey yo, voici, je parle tout le long de la timeline.
Oh, that's cool.
Tu sais qui a fait ça?
Oh my goodness. That's the devil.
We're gonna take care of him.
Hmm.
Put you back where you belong. C'est bleu là. C'est quoi?
Ah, blue teeth. I noticed that too. That was weird. Oh.
Devil-bearing gifts.
Oh.
Run this for sequence period and any hints of temporal aura.
The branch is nearing red line. We need to go.
So I wonder now who did that. I mean, obviously the devil told him to kill those people, but was it the kid that did it?
Sir, there's something you'll want to see.
Next case, please. Laufeyson. Variant L1130, aka Loki Laufeyson, is charged with sequence
Laufeyson?
violation 72089.
Madam, a god doesn't plead. Look, this has been a
Listen.
very enjoyable pantomime, but I'd like to go home now. Guilty of finding all this incredibly tedious, yes. Guilty of a crime.
Answer the question,
against
Loki.
the sacred timeline. Absolutely not, you have the wrong person.
Oh, really?
I suspect the Avengers. You see, I only came into possession of the Tesseract because they traveled through time. No doubt in a last-ditch effort to stave off my
Oh,
ascent
that's like
to
that.
God King. Perhaps you could provide me with a task force and resources, and I could return and eliminate them for you.
What they did was supposed to happen. You escaping was not.
Well, perhaps I should speak to these timekeepers. Gods to gods.
I'm sorry, but they're quite busy dictating the proper flow of time. How do you plead?
Guilty. Of this.
They took away his stuff.
What's going on?
Hang on.
What's going on? Yeah. This is awkward.
Don't rush me. Damn it! Why would it work?
Magic powers. They're no good in the TVA, Mr. Laufeyson. The court finds you
Laufeyson.
guilty, and I sentence you to be reset. It's not your story, Mr. Laufeyson. It never was.
You have no idea what I'm capable of! I think I might.
Anything goes sideways, it's on you.
Okay. I feel like I'm always looking up to you. I like it. It's appropriate. I'm gonna burn this place to the ground. I'll show you where my desk is. You can start there.
Very futuristic.
Where is it?
It's so amazing. It's beautiful. Be so sick to live there.
I'm Agent Mobius, by the way. That's where you just were. I'm taking you someplace to talk. Well, I don't like to talk, but you do like to lie, which you just did. As we both know, you love to talk.
Yeah.
The idea that your little club decides the fate of trillions of people across all of existence at the behest of 3 space lizards. Yes, it's
Space lizards. Wonder what Agent Mobius is up to, because he got his case.
Oh, this really does feel like a killing me kind of a room. If the TVA truly oversees all of time, how have I never heard of you until now?
Because you never needed to. You've always lived within your set path.
I live within whatever path I choose.
Oh.
I told you time moves differently in the TVA. If looks could kill. I specialize in the pursuit of dangerous variants. No particularly dangerous variants. You're just a little pussycat. I got a set of questions for you. Should you return, what are you going to do?
Finish what I started. Claim my throne.
You want to be
Yeah.
king?
I don't want to be. I was born to be.
No, but king of what exactly?
Midgard.
Honestly, I'm actually a fan. Yeah, and I guess I'm wondering, why does someone with so much range just want to rule?
I think he's trying to get more information on
I
Loki,
would
yeah.
have made it easy for them. For nearly every living thing, choice breeds shame and uncertainty and regret. There's a fork in every road, yet the wrong path always taken.
Good.
I'm smart.
I know.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
A sampling of your greatest hits, if I may.
Ah. Yes. Loki's like, what the fuck?
I'll have that drink now.
Drink?
No.
It's funny, for someone born to rule, you sure do lose a lot. Might even say it's in your nature.
Damn, bird.
Yeah, things didn't turn out so.
Yeah, Phil Coulson.
Oh.
Do you enjoy hurting people? A murderer?
A liberator.
A liberator.
Maybe. Look at
Yeah.
that smile. You are enjoying that.
Yeah,
And
definitely
you're
not a
hurting them.
liberator.
I don't have to play this game. I'm a god.
Of what? Again, mischief, right? Let's talk about your escapes. You're really good at doing awful things and then just getting away.
Not
What can
this
I
time,
say?
I guess.
Mischievous scamp.
What else I can do for you, sir?
I suppose we'll find out, won't we?
What?
I have a bomb.
Oh my goodness! The fuck?
I fail to see how this has any relevance or bearing on...
This is the good part.
She's like, oh my goodness.
See you again someday. Brother, Heimdall, you better be ready.
Oh. Oh.
I can't believe you were D.B. Cooper. Come on.
I was young and I lost a bet to Thor. So that had the timekeeper's seal of approval, did it?
Well, I wouldn't think of it in terms of approval and disapproval.
Enough.
Stay seated.
I'll do what I want to do. What exactly is it that you want?
Curious, all I seek is a deeper understanding of the fearsome god of mischief.
It's a cruel, elaborate trick conjured by the weak to inspire fear.
Wonder if that would be true.
A desperate attempt at control.
Your choice is your own. Good. Let's go with that.
Let's do that.
I am on the verge of acquiring everything I am owed. Not because it was supposed to happen, or because you, or the time variance authority, or whatever it is you call yourselves, allowed me to. A footnote to my ascent.
The fork in the road.
Finished? If you hadn't picked up the Tesseract, you would have been taken to a cell on Asgard.
Hello, Mother. Have I made you proud?
It's nonsense. More tricks. It's never even happened.
Not to you. Not yet. Look, the TVA doesn't just know your whole past. We know your whole life, how it's all meant to be. Think of it as
Interesting.
comforting.
You're always so perceptive about everyone but yourself.
You might want to take the stairs to the left.
But instead, you send them...
I'll never tell.
To the mom. Oh, not that scene again.
Where do you have her? Where is she?
I don't believe you. You're lying. It's not true.
It is true.
It's very true.
That's the proper flow of time. Because it has to. The TVA makes sure of it.
Where is he?
Now, why don't you tell me, do you enjoy hurting people?
You.
What, like you did your mother?
We have a situation.
Uh-oh.
Always a situation.
Talking to that variant is a mistake.
No, that's your position. I think everyone should be reset. I'm getting good stuff
We
in
just
there.
lost another unit.
Okay, Loki, I think we can finish up tomorrow and just pick it up.
Uh-oh. Like shit.
No pruning, no resetting. You can still help us.
Help you with what though? I don't get it.
That criminal with the blue box.
The blue box.
Give me the Tesseract or I'll gut you like a fish, Casey.
What's a fish? I live my entire life behind a desk.
But what difference does it make? Violent, painful death.
Okay, okay, I comply.
He's like, okay. Oh, is Loki gonna get away with the Tesseract?
What?
What?
Infinity Stones?
What?
I...
How the fuck do they have Infinity Stones?
Oh, we actually got a lot of those. Yeah, some of the guys use them as paperweights.
What?
Some of them.
Just so casual? Like, did not realize how powerful they are? And I need to grab the time stone too.
Is this the greatest power in the universe?
Uh-oh, shit.
Oh, you almost hit me. It's so messed up.
What's Loki gonna do now? Is he gonna comply and like actually be useful to Agent Mobius now and realize this is what the TV is all about? Mourning his loss for his mom. I don't think I've ever seen Loki cry before.
I love you, my sons. Remember this place.
It's just awesome to see some emotion from Loki in this regard, like the being sad and stuff. Never actually seen this side of him before.
If you're here, I'll not even give you a hug. I'm here.
I feel like he's gonna see the next scene of him being killed by Thanos or something. Yes! Oh, he's gonna see his death. Oh, it was such a sad scene. That's the end of his timeline. End of file. It's interesting how he's the variant Loki, seeing how the true Loki dies and the way that the timekeepers lay out to him.
What's so funny?
Oh shit! Damn! Stop. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What did you just do?
And this guy kept saying he was gonna turn me into a fish, whatever that is. And then they showed
Who are
up
these
and
people?
just pruned my cart, so there was nothing I could have done.
Yeah, I'm dealing with him.
Loki, nowhere left to run.
I don't enjoy hurting people. I do it because I have to, because I've had to. It's the cruel, elaborate trick conjured by the weak to inspire fear. A villain. Even an Infinity Stone is useless here.
Yeah.
TVA is formidable.
Fugitive variant's been killing our Minutemen.
And you need the God of Mischief to help you stop them.
The Minuteman.
variant we're hunting is you.
What?
I beg your pardon?
So he's hunting himself? I had a feeling that it would be Loki in the other timeline that we were seeing when we got introduced to Mobius. Because the devil and stuff, and got him in mischief, but... Whoa, what's that?
Time signature is early 3rd millennium. Definitely anachronistic. Wait! Someone's out there.
Maybe? That was probably what the oil's used for! Shit! Ah! So good! Oh my goodness, guys, that was pretty good. I really enjoyed episode 1 of Loki. Some interesting things I can think of right now at the moment of the episode is I like how we got to see the cool iconic scene of Avengers 1, and then we saw Loki disappear from Endgame. We're like, well, where did he go? When they went back to time, and then I guess he went to Mongolia, and then the TVA were hunting him down. I guess he was on the loose, and which is crazy. And then just the whole concept with the timekeepers, and then the timekeepers have this sacred timeline, which is what the whole MCU was kind of following. Because when we watched back to Loki's, his timeline of according to the timekeepers, right? So that would make sense that the movie would follow that, right? And then I guess when the someone becomes a nexus in the variant when they have something they've done to alter their actual route of what the timekeeper is set out to be for them. So that's why they deemed Loki a nexus, which is, I think I remember in the comments you guys were talking about. You were telling me to remember the term nexus in WandaVision, because I think you guys were saying that Wanda is also considered a nexus. You can correct me if I'm wrong. I think I remember incorrectly, and also like this place is really interesting, and there's different perspectives about it, like whether this is actually just an illusion, like what Loki is doing. What Loki thinks this is, the TVA is, and because he's so used to illusions, right? So it's interesting to see, his perspective. It might be an illusion playing on him, because usually he plays illusions on other people to do a lot of deception. But then his character, he starts to turn around, and I guess is maybe more complying with with Agent Mobius, because he sees the timeline. So this is the variant Loki since Avengers 1, and then he sees what happens to him in the sacred timeline, and he sees Thanos killing him. And it was just interesting to see that again, and also to see him mourn and be upset, his parents passing, and also missing his brother Thor. Because we never got to see that side of Loki before. We've always been used to him always letting Thor down and trying to be the brother to out, because I felt like with Loki he was always outshined by Thor, because he was adopted, and so I can understand him not showing this kind of emotional soft side to him, because he's trying to always outdo his brother. And that's why he's always portraying Thor all the time and trying to do things to one-up him in some senses. And I felt like I was saying before, that he wanted to be king of Midgard because he couldn't be king of Asgard. But then he wanted to be king of Midgard and then also Asgard. And which was interesting. But he didn't end up being king of anything, like Agent Mobius was saying. And he was just... his whole purpose was to kind of being very deceitful and to kill, and because he's the god of mischief, right? So it makes sense. All the contraptions are really interesting in the TVA, and it's also really interesting that the Infinity Stones don't work in the TVA or the Tesseract. Like, that's insane. Like, this guy just has like a bunch of freaking Infinity Stones in there and none of them work. But like, the thing is, like, couldn't technically they just take the Infinity Stones and then leave the place, and then wouldn't they work? Which is like, maybe like, why didn't Thanos do that? You know, like, to get the Infinity Stones, unless he didn't think of that, or he thought that he didn't want to mess with the Timekeepers. That's kind of a thing. And I also felt like, since there was a multiple of the same colors of the Infinity Stones, it almost seems like there have been these threatening variants out there trying to get the Infinity Stones, and then they weren't successful, so they just kept them. So these Infinity Stones are actually from different multiverses, is my understanding, or my idea of why there's multiple of the same colors, right? Because I thought there was only one Infinity Stone, but I guess maybe there's only one Infinity Stone of each of them in the sacred timeline, but that doesn't mean that there can be multiple of the same ones in different timelines if they deviate from the sacred timeline. Also, it was cool that and interesting that the judge was, when Loki was like saying about like, well, the Avengers, they messed with the timeline, why aren't you going after them? But then she said that was okay for them to do that, which was interesting. So maybe the Timekeepers knew about Thanos and what they're up to, so they allowed the Avengers to, you know, alter time to do that. Or, if I remember from the Ancient, talking to Hulk in Endgame, and I didn't remember for a second, and when Hulk was asking her to give the time stone to him, and she's like, well, that will alter my universe, but it'll improve yours, and yours will be fine, but mine's affected. But then Hulk was like, well, why don't we just borrowed it and brought it back? And that's what Captain America did at the end of Endgame. He brought back the time stones back to the certain eras and where they were discovered. And I would feel like the TVA keeps track of all that's happening. So I felt like they were saying that was fine because they were just returning them back to their purposes, and it was for a reason. They weren't doing it out of like malicious intent. So I don't feel like the TVA goes after, you know, wouldn't go after the variant, I guess, Captain America, going back to, you know, the different eras, because he's there to do a specific purpose to restore the other time zones so they're back to alignment again. But with Loki's case, it is different, and there was a malicious intent behind it. And then I was also saying about with the TVA is interesting because what I was saying before, how when in Doctor Strange, when Stephen Strange was using the time stone to he was using it, and then the other people, the mystical power people, they said they were pissed at him doing that, because you can't alter the natural way of things, and so because there's consequences. And I'm like, well, okay, but then he needs to defeat the villain of the movie. But then there's actually people that are assessing the sacred timeline. If people alter it, then there's going to be a problem, right? So I can understand why of that saying there, which is cool. I might be wrong on it. I'm just kind of trying to remember different pieces and then like connecting it to this movie in a sense, because they all seem like they're somewhat connected all the time. But then wouldn't also with WandaVision and how Wanda, she made the hex and she trapped people in different eras, wouldn't that also affect, you know, wouldn't she be considered the Nexus because she is you know, affecting the sacred timeline, and now she's deviating from it? So, but then she did return it back to normal in a sense, I guess, at the very end, and then she flew off. But then also when you think about, you know, Doctor Strange 2 is coming up and the multiverse, I feel like the TVA might be part of that. I know I'm very expansive on this topic because it's in the first episode of Loki, but that we just watched the Investor Day presentation, and I also watched, you know, the new MCU Phase 4 trailers, and it was also showing all the titles of all the new movies coming out in the next couple of years, and they were showing, you know, the new Doctor Strange and the multiverse, and then we were talking about, you know, with Wanda in the comments. So that made me think about when they saw the TVA and all this stuff. It made me kind of think about that, even though I know that this might be been completely off. But we like to speculate. We like to do. I know I'm never really right on a lot of things. These are just my ideas, and like I said, you guys are the experts at Marvel, and it's just cool to have this cool conversation about the episodes with you, and also with Ant-Man and the Wasp and the Quantumania too, because they built the time machine, right? So that they can also, you know, go against the sacred timeline, right? So that can also be a problem, and then this might connect with Ant-Man and the Wasp, the new one, the new movie. But yeah, that was just my thoughts about it. I know that those are more tangential thoughts of this episode. But we're just getting started with Loki, and Loki's up to something, and it almost seems like he's trying to leave this place, and I want to know whether he actually thinks it's an illusion or not. But I guess the last thing to wrap it up is the fact that Mobius is actually trying to get the variant Loki to go after himself, the true Loki. But I wonder when this all fits in, like, because did these events of the true Loki happen before Avengers Infinity War? Like, unless I maybe missed something and that the person in the hood isn't Loki, but I thought he was saying that he needs his help to go after himself, after the other Loki, because I guess they had a problem in, like, what, the 1500s? I forget the actual time date. And they are realizing that there's people being killed. It was not like France. It was in France, and it was some building. And then there was the devil there, and then could relate to the god of, you know, mischief and all this stuff. But I'm gonna have to obviously learn more, and also learn from you guys in the comments section down below. But yeah, this just wraps up everything and my thoughts, my initial thoughts of Loki episode 1. Thank you everyone for watching this video. I sincerely appreciate it, and I'll see everyone in the next video. Peace out. Bye.